Hello, you are listening to Kootenay Co-op Radio, and I am your host, Kathleen Colley, and you're listening to the radio program Variations on a Theme here live in the studio at 308 Hall Street on Kootenay Co-op Radio, 93.5 FM in Nelson, 96.5 FM in Crawford Bay and Caslow, 107.5 in New Denver and Silverton, 101.5 FM in the Lower Slocan Valley in Castlegar, and worldwide on KootenayCoOpRadio.com. And if you regularly tune into this show, you know that each week we pick a different theme and we explore that theme through music. Recently, we've been doing a lot of bands that are playing in town and musicians in town, and today is no exception. What you just heard at the top of the set, that was Jordan Pyatt and off his new album, Hold On, and we're so lucky to have Jordan here with us in the station. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy we get to listen to this album with you. And some of you're both a solo artist. You're in a group called One Strong Goat, so we're going to listen to music from them too. And you live in Nelson, so you're a local man.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I do a lot of traveling. My band's in Vernon. One other guy's in Terrace, so we do lots of traveling. But
holy, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit. The song we just listened to is Hold On. The album is called Hold On. I asked you right before this, I was like, oh, are you playing all the instruments? Because I know Jordan plays lots of instruments. And we were like, no, we got to save it for the radio program. So tell me a bit about the song Hold On, the album Hold On, and your recording process.
So recording process, I will call them a surplus of songs. So I have, I did two albums in 2025, one in June, Hold On, that was my personal one. And then I did just finish one in September with my band One Strong Goat. So I approached my band and basically we have 10 songs on our band album. And then I had a bunch that, I wanted to do something else with, so I wanted to kind of pursue my own first solo album. And there's like an energy and dynamics thing that I consider between solo album or solo music and the band. So recording process. So I picked 8 songs. I actually came up with one like a few days before. I had a gentleman from Selkirk College come over. He's getting his recording studio off the ground now. It's called Kinghorn Recording Studios. He had a mobile recording studio set up. He came to my house, set up in my spare room, and I played all of the instruments. So on this album I do 6-string acoustic, banjo, harmonica. I sing. I did my own harmonies. I did percussion. Percussion was I had 2 kick pedals. I have a tambourine mounted on one, and then I stomp on my guitar case for the bass kick. And then I also played a 6-string acoustic strung Nashville tuning.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So how do you decide what is for you as a solo artist versus the band One Strong Goat? And how do they sound different?
I guess 2 things. Sometimes energy. We typically play, bar crowds. So you want to have upbeat, dancey music kind of stuff. So I typically save the songs I write that have a little more tempo for the band and in a bar setting. And I've been living in Nelson for 4 or 5 years or so now. And I've continued to travel during that time and play with my band in the Okanagan. It does get a bit challenging to continuously feed the band new songs and try to like learn them together when you all live far apart. So I guess that's kind of another byproduct is the band's plate was full.
Yeah, the band's plate was full.
Yeah,
there's no more time to learn anything.
Yeah.
So the band, we're gonna listen to the title track off of One Strong Goat's new album, Kickin' Stones. We're going to listen to Kickin' Stones. And after that, we're going to listen to Wings of Hope, which is one of Jordan's solo songs. So you yourself can hear the difference. And then we'll come back and we'll chat more. So without further ado, here is Kickin' Stones by One Strong Goat.
and kicking stones down the street. Shows where I am. There's a man I knew was who read it all, and it's plain to see who's lost all things and me, most to me in the end. When I look back, I feel time got away, and kicking stones down the street shows where I am. There's a man I knew was who read it all, and it's plain to see who's lost all things and me, most to me in the end. I wish I could write all these thoughts that came to mind, spelled out my mouth into words that sound just right. Oh, this message for you to find one day will take a while to find its way down the winding road, down on wings of hope. One day, not far away, in a better place and time, you'll find a sunrise that brightens all of your days. Oh, this message for you to find one day will take a while to find its way down the winding road, down on wings of hope. Yeah, I wonder how you did that. No use in crying over lost days. Just look ahead and stay that way. This message for you was found one day. It took a while, but made its way down the winding road, found on wings of hope.
Welcome back. You are listening to Kootenay Co-op Radio, and I am your host, Kathleen Colley, and you're listening to the radio program Variations on a Theme. And you just heard Jordan Pyatt and his song Wings of Hope off his brand new album, Hold On. And before that was One Strong Goat featuring Jordan Pyatt and their song Kicking Stones off their new album, Kicking Stones. And we're very lucky to be joined by Jordan today here in the studio, who's a busy man, writing lots of albums, recording lots of music. And yeah, we're so happy to have you here. You're here, Jordan. So thank you so much. We just listened to like 2 tracks from 2 different albums. Both you're on both of them. Like, which one feels more personal to you? Like, which album or which songs off those albums?
Well, my album Hold On. I think that's a little more personal, especially the last song you just played, Wings of Hope. I try to write, like, I love lyrics. I've since I was a young teen, I've been reading lyrics out of album sleeves. So I really love lyrics, and the lyrics in Wings of Hope are really sentimental and important to me. So I guess, yeah, that kind of, to answer your question on that one. And with the band, like I kind of mentioned earlier, we tend to want to play bar scenes and, hammer some songs out, have people dancing. They don't really want to hear your sentimental story so much.
You want things people can sing along to and they can remember, a little bit more accessible.
Yeah.
For sure. And I know coming up next, we're going to listen to some artists that you really admire and that you found is influential. Is there an artist whose lyrics you've been really enjoying lately? Like, who are the type of people that you hold in esteem?
Oddly, so we're going to be listening to a bunch of kind of folk type music on the show. Some of the stuff I sent you. I actually love metal, and I love metal lyrics.
Oh, okay, tell me more.
But I didn't go down that.
You could have gone down that road.
But I didn't go down that one.
Yeah, there's metal shows on Kootenay Co-op Radio.
I've been reading metal lyrics straight out of the album cover since I was
You're going to just, like,
14.
Have some, like, fantasy lyrics, like, about, like, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, like, there's, I could, yeah, and on the lyrical side, when I first started writing songs, I don't know when that would have been, 10, 15 years ago, something like that, it started very kind of autobiographical, but since I have tried to refine the art of making it a bit up to the listener, to kind of interpret the meaning, not use names, and
a bit more universal.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of Wings of Hope is, as the song title implies, it's about hope. Lyrically, I guess that's where I would leave that one. That one's probably the most personal on the album.
Oh, okay.
I would say, yeah.
Great. And what does your songwriting process look like?
That's something that has fascinated me for a long time. Because depending on my interpretation is depending on your genre, that could vary. For me, it's pen and paper, my acoustic, and I lock myself in my room.
Yeah.
And
Are you like, I can't leave until I write a song?
yeah, or I'm like, oh, I got to get this half a song out. And my wife is writing a book currently, and I think those kind of complement each other in a sense where it's like, okay, I just need an hour or two. I got to go work on this song or half a song, and she'll work on her book. So that's kind of how I approach that. And then if I circle back to metal,
Yeah.
I find songwriting in metal kind of interesting because I don't think it's like really a guy and his acoustic so much in a room. I think it's often like a guitar player will come up with a riff and then they'll get like a scratch with the guitar, bass, drums, and then they'll have a vocalist come in after and kind of he'll maybe write some lyrics or poetry and then kind of sing and scream over top of it. It's a little different
More
process.
collaborative.
Yeah, I find that really fascinating because I couldn't imagine just writing the lyrics to some riffs and chords that somebody wrote me. That'd be
It might be like,
foreign.
I know some people like it's like pre-existing things. They're like, I wonder if this will fit. Like maybe we can make this like lyrics that I wrote fit in here or something along those lines, because there's like similar structures like verse, chorus.
Oh yeah,
bridge,
absolutely.
all that type of stuff. What kind of like things inspire you in your songwriting?
Yeah. So when I first started songwriting, it was personally
Your heartbreak.
hard. Yeah.
like-
but
like
then,
angst.
but then, enough is enough. But for me, it kind of got to like, okay, sing about something different.
Yeah, now you're a happily married man.
Exactly. I don't.
All
have
your
anything
wildest dreams are are coming true.
I don't have anything to complain about.
Yeah.
I lyrically, inspiration, I totally come up with something foreign. Like I have a song I wrote that is about a made up land.
Yeah, that sounds very metal.
Yeah, it's a made up land where there's no rules. And then I have another song that we're actually going to, hopefully if we have time, we'll get to today. That was based on a trip I did to South America, and I was caught. I'm not going to say caught. I was around some riots.
Oh, okay.
And I got tear gassed. And
Holy shit.
It was quite the pretty cool experience. So I wrote.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
I got chased by a tank and stuff. So
That is scary. I guess in like all things in retrospect, you're like, I got a good song out of it. It's very cool.
yeah. And a good, cool experience.
Yeah. So as I said, we're going to listen to some of your influences. Up first, we're going to listen to Poor Man's Poison. And then after that, we're going to listen to Frank Turner. Can you tell me a bit about why this group and this man, how are they inspiring to you?
Poor Man's Poison is a new discovery for me. They've been around quite a while. It's been a while since I've got really stoked for this type of, I guess I'll call it folk, because I've been very fixated on metal for a number of years. And the lyrical content of this song, it's a little heavy. It's The Mask in the Mirror. I think it's related to mental health struggles. And if you think about the mask and the mirror, it kind of implies and ties right into what I just said. I think that's really fascinating. And then Frank Turner, he's a big one.
He's very like punk influenced.
He's very very punk influenced, and one of the songs we're going to listen to actually kind of I'm going to just say accidentally ended up being a really important song for when my wife and I got married. I used to always play this song around the house just before we got married, and then our friend put together when we got married during our reception or after party, I was actually jamming this song with a bunch of my buddies when everybody was around, and our good buddy and photographer caught a clip of me playing that and put it into a little video to sum up our wedding, and it just became this bigger, much more sentimental thing to me in the end.
Yeah, it's amazing how somebody can write a song, as you said, like they become very universal, and it can tap into something or become part of a moment or something that's very important to you, or it really resonates with you.
Yeah.
So we're going to listen to Poor Man's Poison, The Mask in the Mirror, and after that, Frank Turner. And then after that, Tim Vantel. And then we'll be back. So here is The Mask in the Mirror.
The darkness settles in and I know it's time. First the quiet, then the pain, and I'm back in hell again and I won't die. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light, but you'll never know the demons that I fight. This face I'll wear for you, goddamn I wear it well. I'll see you on the other side of hell. And I'll walk around in silence, all the while in need of guidance through the haze. I try to do my very best, but this heart is dark inside my chest these days. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light, but you'll never know the demons that I fight. This face I wear for you, goddamn I wear it well. I'll see you on the other side of hell. There's comfort in the pain sometimes, and I tend to tell myself these little lies, and I feel it like a storm inside. When I've lost the will to live, I've lost the fight. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light, but you'll never know the demons that I fight. And this face I wear for you, goddamn I wear it well, and I'll see you on the other side of hell. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light. You'll never know the demons that I fight. And this face I wear for you, goddamn I wear it well. I'll see you on the other side of hell.
Days I hide away and wait for rain to come, 'cause it turns out hell will not be found within the fires below, but in making do and muddling through when you know where else to go. But then I remember you and the way you shine like truth in all you do. And if you my dear, don't know where I am. I've been running now so long I'm scared, I've forgotten how to stand. And I stand alone in airport bars and gather thoughts to think that if all I had was one long road, I could drive a man to drink. But then I remember said I love you so many times that the words kind of die in my mouth. And I meant it each time with each beautiful woman, but somehow it never works out. But you stood apart in my calloused heart, and you taught me, and here's what I learned. That love is about all the changes you make, and not just three small words. And then I catch myself catching your scent on someone else in a crowded space, and it takes me somewhere I cannot quite place. And then I remember you and the way you shine like truth in all you do. And if you remembered me, you could save me from the way I tend to be, the way I tend to be. The way I tend to be. The way I tend to be.
Where the horizon meets the sky, my knees burn from salt water, my hands holding on tight, and the thoughts of all that's underneath the endless unknown, with waves crashing around us. This ship is bound to go. So I set the sails, let's raise them high, bear the water and battle the tide, cut the anchor, it's time to move on. Let's take the wheel in our own hands, choose direction, don't look back again, set the sails, it's time to move on. Lost in the middle of the ocean, where thoughts are about to drown. A silhouette on the horizon looks like something we once found. The thoughts of all that's still untouched, a chance to return. Storms and rain will come and go, where lessons have been learned. So let's set the sails, let's raise them high, bear the water and battle the tide, cut the anchor, it's time to move on. Let's take the wheel in our own hands, choose direction, don't look back again, set the sails, it's time to move on. Set the sails, it's time to move on. Set the sails, it's time to move on.
Hello, you are listening to Kootenay Co-op Radio, and I am your host, Kathleen Colley, and we're here live in the studio today, joined by Jordan Pyatt, and we're listening to his two new albums, one as a solo artist, one with his band One Strong Goat, and we just finished a set of some of his influences, some of his favorite kind of folky musicians. That was just Tim Vantal, who is a Scandinavian. I don't know, where did you say, Sweden?
No, he's Dutch.
He's Dutch. Oh my God, my bad. I'm sorry, Tim. He's from the Netherlands, and his song "Cut the Anchor." So those were some of Jordan's fave tunes lately. what do you like so much about the songs we just listened to? I was listening to Cut the Anchor, and I was thinking about your song Wings of Hope, and they're both very like driving songs with banjo.
Yeah. So yeah, Cut the Anchor by Tim Vantal. It's off his newest record that came out. I think it was like last week.
So you both were thinking the same thing.
What I love about that song is his vocal approach. He's pretty intense, and he's got he's got highs, he's got lows, and some of the other songs we played through here, The Mask in the Mirror. I'm a big lyric guy. I like deep lyrics. I'm kind of one of those guys. I'm always looking for that.
That's great. I have a question for you. We were chatting a bit about like your approach to songwriting as a solo artist, but just recreating that live and how that went into your production, because you can just what you were telling me about like wanting to be able to do it as one person live. So what's going on there?
Right. So my solo album, Hold On, I recorded the whole thing so I played everything. I put a bunch of different instruments, but I recorded it with the idea that I can replicate that live reasonably. So, I don't want to have a bunch of backing tracks and like 10 other people singing. I want to be able to pull it off myself. So on all the songs on my album, Hold On, I play acoustic, sing, harmonica, and I play percussion with both my feet. And that's how I recorded it, and that's how I can play it live. So trying to capture that and then being able to replicate it.
Yeah, to be a one-man band.
Yeah.
Do you have any, where are your next gigs? Do you have any gigs coming up?
None.
None.
Because
but you just had a gig at the Royal.
I just had 2 gigs last weekend, and I did a couple albums this year, which is the first. I played a bunch of shows. I wrote a bunch of new songs.
Retired.
So I'm kind of just taking a little.
You're in hunting season. You also said
yes.
Yeah, your next album is you finding a moose. That's what your next album is. And has working on your solo material changed any of the way you want to contribute to One Strong Goat's creative direction?
No, I not really. I mean, my solo project type stuff, it's got a certain energy. It might be a little more sentimental type feeling. I don't know. I think it just pushes me to, because I'm pretty inspired and passionate right now about writing songs for my solo stuff and for my band. I think I'm having to get creative to constantly write differently.
Yes,
or come
to
up
change.
With,
you're kind of pushing yourself.
Yeah, pushing myself. So, lately for some of the songs I've been pitching to my band, I'll often bring like, oh, hey guys, I got 4 here, check these out. But I'll try different tunings on the guitar, or maybe I'll write it on the banjo, which is not typically how I do things. I usually it's me and an acoustic. Yes,
as you said. Well, up next, we're going to take some time to listen to 2 more of your influences, and we're going to listen to Turnpike Troubadours and The Devil Makes 3. Maybe quickly you can just tell us what you like about these groups.
Turnpike Troubadours, I've been listening to them for however long they've been around, 15, 20 years. They got a country vibe. Country's, something I guess I hold close. Pretty much since I was born, my dad's had been in one or 2 country bands, so I've always been around country music. So it's a part of me I can't shake, whether I like it or not. And then The Devil Makes 3, they're probably one of the first string bands, folk music, that got me really excited about folk music, because I was a big metalhead.
Yeah.
Up until that
They've
point.
set you down this dangerous path.
Yeah.
Okay, without any further ado, here's Turnpike Troubadours. But stay tuned, and we'll be back. We'll listen to more music by Jordan.
If I'd known where to start. Oh, now I still beat steady this heart I handed you for free. Should you ever need a thing, it won't be hard to find me. Standing at the ready with a dance or two still left in me. Wager that it won't appear that I forgot who brought me. Party early, looked at me with tears as if a lost and lonely child. Your status suits you well, but do not think that you can fool me. This polish and reserve barely hides that you are wild, and we've echoed off of barroom walls and buildings down on Main Street. Thought the moon would never set on our back alley roam. In moments I found quality I thought could not be beaten. A 1,000-person choir has an affection all its own. Oh, now still beat steady this heart I handed you for free. Should you ever need a thing, it won't be hard to find me. Standing at the ready with a dance or two still left in me. Wager that it won't appear that I forgot who brought me. You kissed me in the parking lot. I gave you nothing clever. Damages and injuries were far beyond repair. Submitted to the shape of things. This time it was forever. At an old barroom in Tulsa, I looked up and you were there. Oh, now still beat steady this heart I handed you for free. Should you ever need a thing, it won't be hard to find me. Standing at the ready with a dance or two still left in me. Wager that it won't appear that I forgot you're gonna do wrong, buddy, do wrong right. You wanna make a little mess, you wanna make a little crime. If you're gonna do wrong, buddy, do wrong right.
Welcome back. You are listening to Kootenay Co-op Radio, and this is Kathleen Colley, joined in the studio by Jordan Pyatt, and we are listening to some of his solo album and some of the music from the band he's in, One Strong Goat, and then we just heard The Devil Makes Three, which is one of Jordan's influences. So thank you for being here with us, Jordan. It's so nice to have you here.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be here and pushing that new music.
Yes,
so thanks
I
for
hope.
having me in.
Yeah, you're so welcome. I know we're coming to the end of the show, so I want to give you some opportunity to talk about like where do people find your music? How do we know? How do we get your albums? How do we get One Strong Goat's album? Tell me everything.
Yeah, so my solo album called Hold On, it's on all streaming services, so Spotify.
You have to spell your last name for people.
Right.
Jordan.
Jordan is with an A, Jordan, and Pyatt, Pyette, and the album is called Hold On. So check that one out. And then the other group I'm part of, One Strong Goat, we have 2 albums out, but the newest release out September 2025 is called Kicking Stones. We played a few songs earlier off that one, and we got one more coming up.
Yeah, we're going to listen to Fool's Gold, and I know this is a song. There's a number of songwriters in One Strong Goat. So tell me about this song.
Yeah, correct. So that's something I'm super proud of, and a big part of why I've been playing with these guys for so long. There's 5 of us when we're all together. We live all over BC.
Vernon.
Terrace, Vernon, Nelson. We all get together and make it happen. We have 4 songwriters. We all chip in and give our 2 cents. But yeah, we generally, now that we all live apart, we all kind of, might come up with the bare bones of a song and then bring it to the group, and then we complete it that way. So this next one, Fool's Gold, that was written by my buddy Sean Kavanaugh. So yeah, we got 4 songwriters, we got 4 singers, and that shows in our music. We have a different writing style and lyrical flow, and yeah, I'm in this next song. I'm doing backups, harmonica, and banjo.
That's great. So thanks for being here, Jordan. We're gonna listen to Fool's Gold by One Strong Goat, and if we have time, we'll listen to one of your songs, Burn It Down. But thank you so much for being here in the studio with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. I hope everyone listening takes some time to listen to One Strong Goat and to listen to Jordan Pyatt. So don't go anywhere. Stick around because Julie, with Part of My French, is coming up next. But here we go. One Strong Goat and Fool's Gold.
Gold. And people came as slaves and sang until their bones were cold. But no one ever told us that the devil took our souls. Sing, oh, them devils take our souls. Sing, oh, them devils take our souls. Sing, oh, them devils take our souls. And I want to go home. and I want to go home.